Hello, welcome to Bottom Feeders Incorporated. This is Maddie77, and we're coming to you with the next part of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. When last we left off, we were at the camp that Lizzie runs, who we found out was having an affair with Steven, who is freaking out about the pattern and wants the town bombed. So, you know, happy and cheerful and stuff. They did really good with the rain sounds in this. I gotta be honest with you, a couple of times while playing this.
Talking at the moment, if I'm honest with you. I've been sleeping in one of the empty chalets. Otherwise, we just sit there in silence. And then he goes off and pretends he's not drinking from one of his secret little stashes. And I pretend I ain't noticed. And then when we go to bed, it's all I can do not to scream. I don't know why we're still together. Except I do. Still love him.
You remind me of Mary when she was your age. If we'd had a daughter, I'd have been proud if she turned out like you.
You don't have to say that.
Just talk to Robert. Tell him you know he's drinking again. You two can work it out together. I know you can.
I wish I had your faith. I just don't want to be the person who stayed because they were afraid to move. I know you can't dwell on the past. I know that, but sometimes you do just think, don't you? What if the accident hadn't happened? I could have been anywhere right now, rather than stuck here rehearsing Peter bloody Pan and fixing tumble dryers for the umpteenth time. Oh, Frank, you are an angel.
Don't be daft. You're still young, Lizzie. You got plenty of time to be whoever you want to be. Just don't keep using that leg of yours or that husband as an excuse.
So yeah, as I was saying, there were multiple times I thought it was possibly raining outside because it had been rainy when I was playing this. That's pretty good sound design. I don't know if it comes across through the video, but sitting here playing on headphones, it did.
I tried to leave the observatory, but couldn't. I stood at the gates, but couldn't conceive of a world outside. The strangest feeling. As if the valley, Stephen, everything was simply irrelevant. An idea of something, not as something itself. I'm losing track of time. Of whether I'm asleep or awake. My fingers have gone numb at the tips. It's like they still feel. But what they feel is no longer for me. Like the signal has been hijacked.
I'd say she's going nutty. Can't go in there. There's so much unused space.
This is a public service announcement from Haverton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scout
You shouldn't be smoking, you know. Not in your condition.
Stephen's fault. He got me started again.
I'm not going to try and stop you, but the weather's looking pretty rough. There's a storm coming.
That's what Stephen said. He said he'll meet me, but there's things he has to do first. He seems to think that all of this is connected to him.
It
I don't
is.
know. I'm going anyway, whether he comes or not.
I'm assuming Stephen has thought of a way through the quarantine.
Oh, he's clever. You gotta give him that.
Do you trust him, though?
Well, I love him. So I'd hope that was good enough.
I hope so, too. Listen, if you can't get through, for whatever reason, I'm getting people together at the village hall, rounding up stragglers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've got all the campers together here, doing a show. Peter Pan. The kids love it. It'll take their minds off things. Hey, did you see that?
Wondered if that was the planes coming. Kind of fuzzy with the timeline. That's what happens when you go non-linear with a narrative like this. And they can't really guarantee which particular conversation you're going to walk into first. And that's where they hide the bodies. Easels with paintings. Beach down here.
Mrs. Graves. Sean, baby Dylan, is he alright?
He's fine. Di, come on.
It's okay. Let's get you a cup of tea.
Mrs. Graves, I need to tell you.
Leave it, Di.
You try and get out of the valley, all the roads are shut
I
now.
know, I was driving really fast, but the other car was on the wrong side of the road and... Oh God, I think
Di,
he...
for fuck's sake, leave it.
It's alright. Hey, you're alright. Sean's alright, baby Dylan's alright. That is what matters. Everyone's alright.
But...
No. No, I need your help. Some of the children, they're getting quite frightened. So Rachel and I, we decided to push forward the show, keep them occupied. You said the other night you play piano. Can you help with that?
Yes, I suppose so, but Mr. Graves, Rob...
Can look after himself. He's a big boy now. Don't worry. Just head to the hall and find Rachel. She'll tell you what needs practicing.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Graves.
And
Thank
Sean, go and find Reese, please, see if he needs some help.
Yeah, of course.
Go on.
Is that who was in the truck? Wow. I could be wrong, but from the way that went down, I think that's who was in the truck that they saw in the crash. Was her husband, the drunk. Wow.
Oh God, Stephen. What's happening to me?
You going crazy?
This is a public service announcement from Hamilton District Council Emergency Measures Committee. Road and rail closures are being implemented to help contain the outbreak of influenza. Please remain calm and indoors. Local community leaders, head teachers, scoutmasters, and members of the clergy will act as your representatives during this period. Be sure to report any symptoms of illness.
Got to the point when those door was half open like that, I just tried to slide through because I don't know how many times, if you notice through the playthrough, that I go to open a door and end up just, well, half open ones, I go to open them wider and just end up slamming them shut. Pretty nice mist effect coming off the water. Oh, there's another one of them gas canisters. Which still doesn't explain, I don't think, gas would totally destroy and leave no trace of organic matter. I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's just... I'd figure it would leave bodies still. If there was something that could just remove all, you'd think they'd be using it more in real life. I mean, I'm glad there's not. I mean, I'm not, trust me, I'm not advocating for that. You just figure if there was, you'd be seeing more of it being used. Almost yawned. Suffering from a little insomnia right now. That's normal for me. Dead bird back there. Boy, would Wendy be having a conniption. Well, she did have a conniption. Nope. I did get a lot better at activating those.
Hello, Catherine.
It's Kate. Elizabeth?
Lizzie. I've heard a lot about you. It's good, you know, you and him. It's not difficult or anything.
Should it be?
I'm sorry.
You said it wasn't difficult. I don't see why it would be difficult. You and Stephen were together a long time ago. He moved away. It certainly isn't difficult for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or...
No, I'm not offended. Listen, Elizabeth.
Lizzie, please.
Lizzie. Right. You seem like an okay type of person. And I'm not trying to be rude, I promise. But let's try and be realistic here, huh? Let's, try and do our best. It's a British thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I suppose it is. We'll do our best then.
And that's what I mean about how they portray Kate mostly through the radio. Because you see her there, but I mean, was that a threat? Was that her knowing something, implying something? Was it before, after? I have no clue. I don't know how to read her because you hardly see any of her except for the radio calls, whereas like Lizzie, you kind of know her a little more as a person. I guess it makes sense in a game where
Never get that
There
back.
is no one.
Is your hip giving you grief today?
Always gives me grief. And I managed for the last 10 years, so you're a little late for the knight in shining armor routine.
Suit yourself, I'm only trying to help.
God damn it, Stephen. I'm not some useless, sappy girl that you can just string along forever. Look around you. I made all of this. I built it on my own when everyone else had written me off as some poor little cripple.
You know that's not how I see you.
Well, you weren't there, were you? No. You'd given up on me long before the accident.
What do you want from me, Lizzie? I love you. I'll do anything.
Anything except tell Kate? I thought not. I love you too, but sometimes I think you just say what you think everyone else wants to hear.
Oh, he kind of proves that, doesn't he? But I was just gonna say, with a game where there's not any actual living real people around you, it's kind of funny that the central figure is a ghost herself. But yeah, that's funny that she says that. And I noticed that when playing, where she's like, I think people you just tell people what they want to hear, and it's like, that's all he's been doing all game. Especially when hiding the fact that he's trying to lock them all in to get gassed.
Holidaymakers to the main hall, please. All holidaymakers to the main hall.
This is a waste of time, I think. Yeah, I came to check out that path and back, and it just led to somewhere. Oh no, I think it does lead to something I haven't seen yet. Okay, strike that. I just think I could have gone that way first and still not missed anything. But I forgot about this. There's a little conversation down in here. But if I'd gone that way, I could have gone back and up and not missed any of the beach area. I think it's Sean and somebody, maybe Reese.
It's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You ever seen anything like it? They must be well happy at the observatory place.
They're probably all partying there right now. This is right, boss.
It is. Right. That's me. Short leash. Kids up half a night, bloody teething. Missus will kill me if I'm gone too long. Good night, mate. Night.
Or maybe that's when they saw the pattern in the sky. I don't know. See, it just led me back here. Them and those easels again.
Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall. Holiday makers to the main hall, please. All holiday makers to the main hall.
I managed to open them that time, though. So yeah, now we come back in here and there's something. So last time when I came in here at first, there was nothing.
Sleeping baby, darling child, clouds and starlight, starlight, starlight. When you wake, you will be mine. Starlight, sleep and love. Sleeping baby, shadow dust, clouds and starlight. Lambert starlight. When we're called to go, we must into starlight. Sleep and love.
Is he asleep? You alright, kid?
I'll be alright. You should get some sleep, Charlie. You look exhausted. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
That's sad. And you see the silhouettes of the other, I assume those are kids, and there's blood all over, and then here come the planes. Well, looks like we're coming up to the end of this episode. Be back soon, tomorrow, with the next episode of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. This has been Maddie77 at Bottom Feeders Incorporated. Have a day.